You say government is this, government is like that, government. Who is government? And yet you are signing the certificate. You are approving that payment. You are certifying those forgers as an auditor, as lawyers. Because the law prevents government from lifting the veil. You are the one being the throne of corrupt fellows, moving money from one country to another. And you are saying there is what we call lawyer-client what? So we are destroying this country unless you have another country. Do we have another country? So why are we destroying this country? Why do you, this money that you are stashing in accounts and building flats and buying Ferraris, we are here for a season. I hope you have heard the speech that I had one time. For a season, we are going to die. In another 50 years, we are not here. All of us here. Even those who will be there, they will be maimed, they will be invalids. What does that man help you? And when that lady goes to hospital and misses drugs and dies, she'll be crying to God, saying, Mungu, saidia. And God will be turning and seeing you and say, huyu, watoto wake watakuwa wajinga. Ataanza kuwa mgonjwa kutoka sasa mpaka kufe na akae kidogo, aumie, hata akiinvest, sinapotea. I hope we are still friends. So one would not be wrong to conclude that values such as accountability, transparency, rule of law, integrity, ethical conduct, professionalism and honesty are to a majority of you just beautifully sounding words crafted to tick boxes in your strategy documents. It is true, if I come to an institution, this is a corruption-free area. What are the values? Integrity, honesty, customer-centric. But are we doing that, ladies and gentlemen? Let us be so serious about this. Let us be serious. And let us resolve to save this country from wastage and from collusion, where we have become bystanders, like it is not our country. Like, okay, mali ya umma, sawa. And then you turn around and say roads have not been repaired, or hospitals there are no medicine. You say teachers are not enough. Hata ukipeleka watoto Brook House or Brook sijui Brook what, hata wataenda mahali. Hii mtu wa korogojo atapita, watakuja kukalia yako because of theft. So I am urging all of us here today to consider trying to be part of this army of men and women in this fifth administration who have resolved to take this war against corruption head on, led by none other than the president himself. He has pronounced himself, and he wants you, he requests, he begs of you to rally behind him, to fight this terrible struggle. And we have to slay this time. It has to die. Because we cannot be like other generations. For those who are Christians, if you are lucky to go to the other world, to heaven, and you are asked, what will you tell God? That watu walikuwa wabaya, hata mimi nikajaribu sasa nikasema So, ladies and gentlemen, we need a full reset. We need to go back to factory settings. What were we trained to do? What are these codes of ethics that you have? What is the professional ethics that you have instilled, you are trained, you were invited? That is the factory setting. You let us go back and be professionals and save this country from dropping any lower into the abyss of mediocrity and poor work culture. Restore its pride and standing among the League of Nations. The professionals gathered in this room possesses all the tools to help this nation chart a new and better path. That one I totally believe that if we agree, accept and resolve, this country will never be the same. I say this because I know and firmly believe the majority of professionals are committed to their respective codes of conduct and industry standards. But, as you know, even one rotten fruit has sufficient potential to make the entire basket foul. That is why I'm deeply encouraged by your commitment to focus on young professionals. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let us teach them the value of adherence to the documented industry codes of conduct, professional standards, and the national values and principles exposed in our Constitution in Article 10 and Article 232. And let us inculcate to these young professionals early enough so that as they are starting their professional career, they work, they eat what they sweat for. Sio pesa ya kuletwa na magunia na kuwa exchange hapo petrol stations. Sio pesa mnaenda ku exchange Dubai. Kimbia huko. Nimesikia professionals siku hizi wanakula lunch Dubai, jioni wamefika nyumbani. Because wameenda ku exchange pesa huko. This country is ours, ladies and gentlemen. Let us make a difference. I beg of you. On the part of government, we have committed to lead the public service of these rotten fruits. And His Excellency the President himself initiated a journey of resetting the service with a governance and corruption initiative under the theme improving governance and entrenching zero tolerance to corruption in the government and the society at large. I'm sure you are aware of our commitment to zero fault audits and the renewed partnership with professional bodies to enhance adherence to industry standards and entrench good governance and compliance with the rule of law. And let me reiterate, ladies and gentlemen, we are dead serious on this thing. And you can see action being taken. Yesterday, about 76 people went home. The other time, 2 serious CEOs of various institutions have gone home. In between, several have resigned. Because what we have said is that we are not going to arrest government. We have to step aside so that you can be arrested. So, when investigations are clear, when evidence are very clear, you'll be invited to step aside, kutana na police, enda kotini, ukimaliza maneno yako, ukiwa clean, rudi kazini. We are not going to arrest government. You will not see policemen arresting people in government offices. We have said no. So we are dead serious. Even if when I'm smiling like this, we are dead serious. And we are not going to relent.